Alrighty, so today we are aiming to have the Avenger free roam. Um, I got a decent amount of distance towards it, but I got stuck at the point where you need to project onto the map. So I'm going to pick up some documentation and then figure things out from there. Sorry, just give me one moment. Alright, yes I know. Unfortunately we do not need Unreal Engine 4, we don't get it. Okay, so the thing that we're looking for is canvas deproject, and I'm not entirely sure how to get the canvas in Unreal Script. Just demanding the canvas, so we might have to open a new Vim thing, and I'll have a look and see if there's any other canvas references that I can make use of. Essentially, what the canvas gives a function that allows you to. It's called deproject, and what the deproject function does is you pick a point on the screen, like a particular XY coordinates, and then using those coordinates, it will draw a ray into the world. And then you can use, it just gives you a vector, rather, and then you can use that to do a ray trace. That's the idea behind it, but I need to get the canvas in order to do anything with it. So, yes, let's have a look around and see what we can find. But it said something about canvas. Draw extra info. Okay, that's no good. Alright, that doesn't help me. We've got some deprojecting happening in UI debug map. Sorry. 21G. UI screen. Okay, so this gets a hold of the canvas somehow. Post render 4. Oh, okay. So maybe. This is useful. This is UI debug map is a screen, and it does a projection, and it has this event called. Yeah, where was it? Give me that canvas. Gimme. Yeah, post render 4. Okay, so we're going to try and use that. Yeah, we're going to try and use that to get ourselves a location and then go from there. Now it looks like post render 4, essentially the canvas is only accessible for a very short amount of time, or rather it's only accessible on this event, I believe. I don't fully understand things, but anyway, let's just say that it's only accessible here. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be constantly deprojecting, and then when a click happens, we will use the last deprojecting, because it'll the difference will be like a couple of frames at best, right? So we'll use that information to then project our ray. Alright, let's find the deprojection. Hello. And then we'll gather the variables that we need for that deprojection. Okay. Where does it get local player from? Must have some sort of function for getting that. But there are other ways I can get that. Deproject mouse position and store it in the cached vectors. Alright, yep. Which are these two vectors here. So those we're going to have to do up here instead. So let's chuck them in. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Okay. So we're going to get, and these are going to be vars. Mouse world origin, mouse world direction. That'll do. Okay, so whenever we run this, what we're going to do is we're going to dig the mouse location out using movie.pres. Yeah, that'll all do. And then we will use that information to populate these. So these are out variables, and they'll get rendered too. All right. So that's just going to be the regular thing. So instead of doing this sort of stuff, actually we have to do the update mouse location. Okay, so we do this stuff on the assumption that we're only ever going to do it. Yeah, we're just not going to do that. Instead, what we're going to do is whenever a click happens, we're going to use this information to do our trace. And that's the next thing that I haven't got a lot of experience with. So a lot of XCOM's traces are done with their own custom functions. So I don't know how well things are going to go me looking for trace. So I'm also going to look at trace in here. I believe there is a trace function. But it might just crash this search because it's a bit old now. Topics. Trace function is surely a bit ubiquitous, but I can't seem to find. I'm not sure where I'm going to find it in this. How about I go Google docs.unrealengine.com trace. No, okay. I'm pretty sure the trace itself is a similar, still works similar to this. Stuff. Okay. That's not very useful to me. Actually, I'll just have a look at one last thing, because I'm pretty certain there is at least one place that gives me what I need for this function. Alright. Not the reference, but it does give me active trace, so Sure, why not? And we'll just see how other things called trace. There are surely some places here where a proper trace happens. Nav mesh trace might help. That's a native function. Don't know much. There's another trace down the bottom here. This is the main trace function. Maybe this can work. Maybe if I get the world map, XCOM Earth. XCOM Earth instead. There's this place actor on Earth stuff. Maybe I can get the right thing through here. I don't think I've got anything here. Sorry, I gotta be right back. But yeah, I'll cogitate on this. Once we find a way we can get an actor, and if we can figure out how this trace works, just get the basics. All I need is a hit location on the world map, and if I've got that, then I can do a click through, and that'll work, and we've got something that we can roll with. But yeah, I'll be right back. Alrighty, let's get back to it. Alright, we need to get ourselves an actor. Oh, XCOM Earth will do. That's an actor. We're all good. Right. How do we get XCOM Earth? That's the one. Alright, so we just get Earth and we run a trace. How hard could it be? Alright, where's me documentation? Sparse it is. So the outs are where it gets hit, hit location and hit normal. So hit normal is a vector that describes the direction in which the hit occurred, I believe. Yeah. So no, we need a local vector for the hit location and the hit normal. So give me that. Hit normal. Not that we're going to use that one, I don't think. We will dot trace. Hell, let's just get the XCOM Earth. K Earth. I don't even know what the K stands for. Alright, K Earth equals Earth. This is really just in case there's a performance hit for hitting it like this, but I kind of doubt that there is, but anyway. Alright, mouse world origin is not there. Trace end. I wonder if we just need to do mouse world origin plus mouse world direction. Yeah, so you can add vectors directly, so that should be cool. Alright, so that, and then we want to start at mouse world origin. Let's expand that a whole bunch. Like, let's just say we're going to expand it out 1024. I don't even know what the limit is, but I just want to make sure that that vector is nice and long so it hits something. We've got a whole bunch of optionals here. Maybe I don't need them. So let's use this. So we've got a hit location. Alright, so that should come up with a vector, and then What we also want to do with that is we want to use XCOM Earth to translate it to Earth coordinates. So Earth coordinates being what all the GeoScape entities work upon. So yeah, there we go. Convert world to Earth. That's what we want. So let's do that. Earth location, and that's a vector 2D. Yep. So that is Earth location equals k Earth dot convert world to Earth hit location. Alright. Earth location. Alright. Off to the Flintstone phone. Alright, this is going to take a while because it's the first build, so I will quickly grab a top up of water, and then we'll have a look and see if this works. Oh, wait. Might need to remove a couple of mods to make this go a little faster. Not that I have many. There we go. Alright. Sorry for that massive yawn. Okie dokie. So, what do we got? We got global resistance. Yep. Now, for some reason, my time buttons don't show up for a little while. I haven't quite figured out why yet. I don't really care that much. It'll show up. There we go. Alright. Alright. Let's keep a close eye. Movement click received. World location received. That's no good. So what this tells me is that my event is not triggering at all. So yeah, like the Earth location, all that's getting calculated all right, but my my polling on my polling event is not running. So there must be something more to that. So we're gonna look into that. So let's close that. Alrighty, so everything works except for that event, so we need to figure out what's going on there. What do I need? I need Alrighty, so what is it? It was UI debug map that had that thing. Simulated event post render 4. So maybe it, oh, really? So herein lies a mystery. Because I don't know what calls that. I've got a bunch of events. I could just run a check to see if it actually just gets called. I mean, here's a it's a super post render 4. Simulated event post render 4. Nothing calls post render 4 on a thing, so theoretically it should work, but maybe there's something else going on. Okay, maybe we try some of this. help me. Yeah, I'll just see if it actually runs at all, and then I'll guess we'll go from there. I hate this realm, because like realm of work, because there's no real indication of what exactly it is that you're doing wrong, because technically everything works. So it doesn't really help you to sort of hook onto something and find something that you can actually fix. Let's run the debugger. I'm just going to have a look at some of these other examples off screen while this starts off. No, these are just screens, so they should work, but... Alright. There we go. Okay. So... Alright, so clearly something needs to call this. I'm putting my money on a lack of init screen stuff, I guess. Static mesh actor. Okay. Add HUD overlay actor. Add HUD overlay actor. Maybe that's the key. UI screen. Add HUD overlay. No. No. Actor. Okay. I'm gonna put my money on that. Almost seems cargo culty in a way. Like it just has to be incanted in order for things to work. Do some of this, and we'll add in a add HUD overlay. Just see what happens. Alright, init strategy map mouse guard. Give it a bit of this to make it really clear. I just don't want to go have to look for it, and we'll start debugging again. Alrighty. The good thing is once we get this spawning, I foresee the rest of this being fairly straightforward, because you can just spawn a geoscape entity right on the right spot, and the Avenger can easily be set up to fly to a particular location once a geoscape entity is on the map. So that side of things should be fairly straightforward. It's just getting the pin laid down is the key. Yeah, man. There we go. Okay. Well, this looks a bit better, doesn't it? We've had overlay actor, we get our information, and now, yeah, we've got a world location that projected, and then the Earth location received. Now, I have no idea whether that is accurate, so what I might do is I'll run another move, and I don't even... in the code, everything's written as latitude and longitude, so even that doesn't really help me. I know 0, 0 is about... Wait, do I even know that? I think 0, 0 is about here. So let's see if that gets us close. Yeah. I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and try it, aren't I? But that gets me close. So we can close that out. We do indeed. Go. Alright. We got that stuff happening. So what we need to do now is create a geoscape entity. Literally any will do. At least I'm fairly certain of this fact. So, geoscape entity. Yeah, so we'll just create one, we'll give it the location as per the 2D location. Yeah, it accepts a vector, but we'll just do that. Get nearest region is a thing, maybe? Maybe not. We won't even worry about that. We'll just try and fly a place. So, get headquarters XCOM. Fly to. Set destination. I think it is, maybe. Set pending point of travel. I think that's right, but let me just check. Oh, hello. Confirm selection. Okay. We can do that. That will work. Who are you? So confirm mission, accept pending point of travel, XCOM HQ. Return the Sky Avenger to the Avenger upon. Oh, okay. Oh, maybe we just try it then. Okay, set pending point of travel. I just want to see whether this is exact or not. Alright, so we want to add the geoscape entity, close that off. Yeah, close that off and then fly to it. We'll just see what happens. If just that bit of code does the job, then whoop-de-doo. Alright, so we want a new game state. Class XCOM game state. Context. Change container. Dot static. Dot create change state. I'm not going to clean these up just for now, but eventually I will. I'm just going to create them and see how it goes. create change state, temp geoscape entity for travel. Done. All right, so we'll do that, and then we'll create a geoscape entity. So geoscape entity. Alright, geoscape geo entity equals XCOM game state geoscape entity, new game state create. Alright, that's a new state object. So we're just going to do that. No object ID. Alright, geo entity dot location dot x equals earth location dot x, y earth location dot y, and then we submit it, I think. New game state dot add state object. Geo entity, and then XCOM game dot game rule set dot submit game state. Game state. So after that, we've got to go and get our XCOM HQ. We'll just keep this stuff around just to feel better for now. So now that we've done that submission, we've moved past that. We've got our geoscape entity. It's not going to render as far as I'm aware, but I don't think that's a prerequisite for it being there. So all we do now is we go geo entity. Sorry, we got the geo entity. It's been given an object ID when it was created, and now we should be able to go XCOM HQ. Is it XCOM HQ? XCOM HQ. Yeah, tilde XCOM HQ. 11G. Get science score. That's the one. Yeah, so XCOM HQ dot set pending set pending point of travel geo entity. I think that's it. We'll certainly find out in a moment. Alright, let's see if it compiles and then give it a crack. Probably have to make the Avenger a little bit smaller. Once we do this. Feels a bit big. Alright. Oh, okay. Geoscape entity is abstract. We're not allowed to do that. I didn't see that. Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, okay. Right, so we're not allowed to do that. Everything implodes when you do that. Ugh. That's abstract too. Ah, stuff it. I'll make my own. I shouldn't have done that. It doesn't matter. Okay. Global asset, game state, travel pin. .uc. And I'll just see what the absolute minimum I can get away with. Because realistically, I just want none. Just want none. Go away, everything. There we go. Give me some of that. Eventually we'll be finding other ways to use these things, such as sending resistance troops up and down the countryside, but we've still got a bit of work to do before we're really at that point, so no point worrying about that just yet. At that point we'll have to sort of give this a bit more of a generic thing where like something will spawn it and then it will set certain things up. Like it'll say, alright, this one's for an Avenger movement, or alright, this one is for this kind of movement. But yeah, that's not what we're doing right now. Travel pin, and chuck the travel pin there. Oop. Kill you. Alright. Alright, that does do it, I believe. Alright, let's try it. And the good thing about this deproject function is potentially this gives me an opportunity to project a small actor onto the map or something like that, so like you can actually see where your cursor is pointing in a way. Not that you know having your mouse cursor on the screen is really insufficient for that, but maybe you give it some sort of a crosshair so we have a visual treatment. And eventually I gotta polish this thing, don't I? Not yet. Not yet. Gotta make it playable first. Fingers crossed. This might be the last one. Not a bad place to put the Resistance headquarters. Oi, come on. There we go. Alright. Let's give it a shot. Move there. Let's just see if it ends up in the right spot. Nope. It was on the way there. Alright, we lost the Sky Ranger. Alright, I don't even know how that did that. Okay. Right, okay. So now we've got to deal with that. Whatever that is. Whatever that was, we've got to deal with it. Will that make them show up on spawn, will it, Robo Jumper? I guess that makes sense. I'll look at the button, UI button. Oh, where am I? No. Do that. UI button. On init. Alright, I'll do that anyway. See what happens. The animate on init. Thanks for that, Robo Jumper. How you doing, man? Yeah, right, got it. Alright, so there's two things that are going wrong. The Avenger isn't the one that's flying. So, and I don't even know if it's the right place. So set pending, point of travel. So yeah, this is for the Sky Ranger. Select a destination entity. Else, if selection destination entity requires Avenger. Okay. There we go. I don't like that this is hard-coded in there. I think the trace works, but I sort of need to put some debugging on it. I mean, there is the potential that it's actually like picked up the wrong side of it. So yeah, the trace might be all sorts of messed up. But let's just get the travel pin to assert itself a bit first. And then we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Temporarily disabling the curvature. Okay. Let's have a look at XCOM Earth while things are... And it seems reasonable that it would mess things up a bit, potentially. Set curvature. I'll see where things land, but yeah, we'll probably end up setting the curvature. Native function. No one knows what goes inside that. But the curvature is 0. Okay. The zoomed curvature is just a little bit. So we will see on that one. Oh, I don't know if I've added I have not added the class to ModBuddy. Probably would have got it. If it compiled, it compiled, so it probably was alright, but anyway. The Geoscape map file has other actors in it that might be colliding. Yeah, we'll see anyway. I just want to get the Avenger to fly first, and we'll see what happens. I mean, even with a world to Earth thing, like the world should mean that it lands somewhere reasonable. But sorry, the coordinates that allow for that should mean it gets somewhere reasonable. Anyway, let's wait for this to load up. Nope. Alright, let's go. Oh, thank you for showing straight away. Okay, dokie. Alright, maybe let's make it a short distance to see how it behaves. Alright, move Avenger there. Well, it worked. No, it didn't. World location received. Earth location received. Hey, what is that? That's way off. I thought I had one that worked earlier. Maybe if I zoom out, it'll work. Well, at least we've got one thing that works. Yeah, I know it's world 00. But I was sure that I was getting different coordinates before. I wonder if my traces are running. Let's just make absolutely sure that we're getting these deep projections. Alright, deep projection, origin. World origin X. I don't need the whole vector. Alright, let's just make sure that that's actually running. Because, yeah, we're not going to get a... Then maybe the trace isn't running right either. Alright, let's just try it, I guess. Yeah, add HUD overlay actor is the missing piece that makes sure that you get that post render for. That's what got it working in the first place. But I need to make sure that it's actually running. Like I had some console logs on it, and that confirmed that it was running. But as it stands, I need to make sure that that's still the case. Because if that don't run, then you're not constantly getting that deprojection to get things happening. I'm sure there's a bunch of other stuff that happens in add HUD overlay actor, but it's all like that's an actor. I think it's an actor. I'm not sure. It doesn't even matter. Alright. So number stays the same. So that gave us a world location. What the hell? Okay, well now I've got to pay attention because that wasn't even close. So deproject gets us a line to work with, but clearly doesn't even get us close to what we're actually trying to hit. It's cool that the economy ticked over while I was doing that. It's a good sign. I'm just trying to find a pattern. See if there's something that reflects that pattern. Alright, we'll go to this region. Okay, so that was there. That was there from there. What happens if we just go down? Yeah, wow. Okay, what about up? Oops. Okay, now that doesn't even make sense. That go back to 0, 0? Looks like it. Just went to Iceland. Alright. Alright. So now I want to test north of that position. Alright. Okay. So whole lot of doesn't work particularly well. I'm not sure what that's the fault of yet. Yeah, so we need to figure out where things are going wrong. Convert world to Earth, hit location. So there's a trace. There's either a problem with the calculation from the trace hit, or there's a problem with this, the actual trace itself. Convert Earth to world. Okay. Alright, well, I'll welcome any any potential ideas for this one. As it stands, our deep projection. Now, first weird thing. This only runs when I comment it. That was the first weird thing. Second weird thing is things not laying where they should. Maybe we'll just try and do the set curvature thing that you suggested, just to rule it out as a thing that may or may not work. What I might do as well is get a bunch of Earth coords and just use them to So this, I'm just standing for E top left, bottom left, etc, etc. So E top left dot x equals 0. Top right x equals 1. EBL dot x. Yeah, maybe that's better. Let's get that trace heat info. Which is a thing as far as I'm aware. Hit actor, hit location. I don't want that. Stuff it. Let's go find my reference. I'm going to keep on going with those, just in case it's useful. Yes, we need to find the trace hit. All right. Nope, that's not what I want. Where is my other thing? There it is. I left it over there. Earth to world. Okay. World top left equals convert. Need to be vector 2D, which they are, so it's all good. Okay, So I'll print those out as well. Hopefully that renders. Right, now I need some trace hit info. Trace actors. Maybe I need to do that too. Oh, that would make sense. And then trace info. Because yeah, if I'm hitting a wall, got nothing. Oh, what the hell is the type the signature for trace hit info? Unreal script trace hit info. Collision technical guide. Thanks. Hit component. Let's try that. Trace info dot hit component. God knows if that will actually log out, but anyway. Let's try and run this up. Well, it ran. Let's see if it runs well enough. So the only behavior thing we changed is that we trace actors is in KF, and potentially that's all there is. So like the default trace of Unreal Script is potentially map only. I'm pretty sure the Earth is an actor, so maybe that's all we needed to do. We shall see. Man, some of these loads take so long. But then some of them are real fast. I don't know what's going on. on, son. Let's go. What are you doing to me? Let's try and run it again. Come on. Surely I didn't break anything just writing some of this stuff. If it builds, it builds. Unless maybe I need to restart Mod Buddy or whatever. Alright. In the meantime, let's look at the board. We sort of did that. Core mechanics. Well, we did that. Oh, I'm not logged in. Right, okay. Let me just pull this off screen. Right, this we can do. My velocity, I'm not even going to care about my velocity here. It's probably going to be off, so who cares? Yes. Have production capabilities. So define input, output, and duration. Inputs are spent at the start of production cycle. They are lost if production is cancelled. We can't even cancel production yet. Outputs are placed into the strategy assets inventory once duration is over. We can do this already. Finish. Strategy assets can be configured with upkeep costs that are scheduled or event-based. We have scheduled ones, but not event-based ones, so we're not done there. Calculate waypoint traveling between strategy assets within and outside of regions. We do have that. We have pathing there. Improve region placement, making sure when placing an asset randomly in a region, it is within the region mesh. We do have that. Alright, I'm just going to restart Mod Buddy. I command you to build. Alright. Strategy assets. Miss upkeep costs incur configurable penalties. These penalties may manifest on either the well, we've partially done that. We're starting. But there's going to be a fair bit involved in actually making that work. Reserve units. Anytime mission tactical strength must be indicated. Strategy assets that can be configured with an upkeep costs are scheduled or event based. So we did do a bit of that, but we haven't done all of that. That we've done. We are progressing. Oh, here we go. We have some life in the system. I'm going to turn you off. Ah, you shouldn't affect anything. All right. If this one doesn't work, I'll probably call it a night. I'm pretty knackered today. But anyway, I'm happy with the progress that's made. We're getting closer. That is for sure. We just have to make sure that these traces actually work. That's not what I intended to do. There we go. Celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition. Now really. Oh, no, it's not going to make it. No. All right. So top left is 10,000 and 10 top right 10,384 and then 192 0 are our bounds. So when we get a world location, it's not even inside. Yeah, that's not even inside it. Not even close. So we're hitting a static mesh, but it's not even close. I mean, the static mesh might be the right one, but I think I'm going to have to look at the map and actually see what's going on there. I might quickly do that. Just follow this line of inquiry a little bit further. How you doing, lad V? Alright, now to find the map, I guess. Alright. Thank you very much, RoboJumper. I wasn't going to ask, but I do appreciate it. Maps, strategy. Overworld, route map. Route dev. Oh, that's very pretty. Okay. Okay. Whoop. There we go. Tag, overworld mesh, XCOM level actor. You're not people. Alright. Now, what am I looking for? I want to have a look at an outliner. There, we haven't got no static mesh in here. So we might not even be hitting the thing that we want to hit. Give me... XCOM just started for something else entirely. Alright. So the deprojection origin. 1032 119. And there's probably some level of Z layer. I should probably be looking at that Z layer as well if I really want to understand what's going on. Like it feels like it's above, sitting above the space. And then it's projecting in a direction. Oh, does that work? Okay. Yeah, I might do a bit of that. Yeah, right. So if it's spearing through, like if the trace follows through and the hit info has all of the actors in a list rather than just getting the first hit location. Right. That makes sense. Where do I get them trace actors off of? Alright, so rather than running a trace, I'm going to run trace actors. Yes? No? I guess. Yeah, with vector end, hit lock, hit norm, class, actor, base class. Okay. Alright, we're going to have to carry this on another time, but seems a good a place as any to keep moving forward. Alrighty. Thanks for keeping me company.